There's been a surprising update about Apple's plans for the iPhone 17. Not long ago, reports claimed that Chinese display maker BOE would be left out of Apple's supply chain because of quality problems. It looked like BOE had failed to meet Apple's high standards for its next-generation screens. But now, a new report says Apple has changed its mind. BOE has reportedly been approved to supply display panels for the iPhone 17, at least in the Chinese market. This is a major twist because it was believed BOE would be cut off completely. The issue was that BOE hadn't been able to meet Apple's strict quality requirements for the iPhone 17 screens. All models in the new iPhone lineup are expected to use 120Hz LTPO displays, the same smooth, battery-friendly screens currently used in Apple's Pro models. These are often called promotion displays. BOE has had a bumpy relationship with Apple in the past. While it has produced displays for earlier iPhones, like the iPhone 16e, it has often struggled to match the quality and reliability of display leaders like Samsung and LG. So, when news broke that BOE wouldn't be involved in the iPhone 17, many people weren't surprised. But now, with Apple giving BOE another chance, even if it's just for Chinese iPhone 17 models, it raises some interesting questions. Has BOE finally improved enough to meet Apple's standards? Or is this a short-term fix because Apple needed to speed up production in certain areas? One possible explanation is that BOE recently passed Apple's quality tests, but not in time to supply displays for all markets. In that case, Apple might be using BOE for Chinese models since it's easier and faster to produce those locally. Another reason could be that Apple wants to test how BOE's screens perform with customers before making a bigger decision about their future. Some people worrying this might mean Chinese buyers could get slightly lower quality screens compared to customers in other countries, where iPhones will have displays from Samsung and LG. Since China is a huge market for Apple, that's a risky move, but it's unlikely Apple would take that kind of chance if the displays weren't good enough. More likely, BOE just barely passed the necessary quality tests, and Apple decided to move forward with them for a limited batch. It saves Apple money and keeps BOE in the mix for future projects, which might come in handy down the road. One of the main reasons Apple is pushing for BOE's success is cost. While Samsung and LG make excellent displays, their prices are high. Apple has been working for years to reduce how much it depends on these to Korean suppliers. If BOE can consistently deliver good quality screens at a lower price, Apple could save a lot of money on future iPhones. This move also puts pressure on Samsung and LG. Losing even part of Apple's display business would be a huge financial loss, especially since the iPhone is one of the best-selling devices in the world. As BOE improves, Samsung and LG might have to work harder to stay competitive. BOE has made big improvements in recent years, investing heavily in new technology and upgrading its factories. If it keeps this up, Apple might rely on BOE much more in the future, maybe even for global iPhone sales one day. For now, though, Apple seems to be playing it safe. BOE's panels will be used only in Chinese iPhone 17 models, while the rest of the world will get displays from Samsung and LG. This lets Apple test BOE's performance without risking problems in other important markets. This situation also shows how competitive the display industry has become. One decision from Apple can affect billions of dollars and change the future of several companies. BOE now has a rare chance to prove itself. If it does well, it could secure a bigger role in Apple's supply chain. If not, it might find itself back on the sidelines. In the end, it's all about balance, quality, price, timing, and regional demand. Apple is keeping its options open, and BOE is hoping to deliver